Howdy, everybody. We got one last ride into the sunset. I'm Phil. I'm graduating in May, so let's talk sports one last time. We'll start with the number 18 Broncos softball team, who, just like melting butter, are on a roll. And this weekend was another statement. UCO has now won 31 games this season, marking the 14th straight year the program has hit the 30-win mark. And the Broncos are 9-3 in MIAA play, riding a 6-game winning streak into the final stretch of the regular season. Started Friday with a doubleheader sweep of Northwest Missouri at Gary Pinkston Stadium. Sophomore Jenna Jobe, who entered the day with just one home run on the year, slugged 2 in the opener as UCO won 5-2. Kennedy Clark drove in 4 runs across both games, and Shelby Beard and Carly Kennard each threw complete games in the 2 wins. UCO took the nightcap by a score of 8-3. Saturday was even more dramatic as UCO swept Missouri Western. In Game 1, the Broncos trailed 2-0 before scoring all 3 runs in the 4th. Sherry Mason right there delivering the knockout blow with a 2-run single down the left field line. Beard got the win. Kennard came on in relief, retiring 6 straight to earn the save. Game 2, however, went down to the wire. UCO trailed 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th before Riley Anglin ripped an RBI single and Riley Lemos, already one of the greatest Broncos ever, lined a walk-off 2-run double to left center to complete the comeback. Lemos went 4 for 5 on the day. Head coach Sam Maples also celebrated the 200th win of her career after the Broncos' Game 1 win on Saturday. And at 31-8 and number 18 in the country, this looks like it could be one of UCO's best ever teams on the diamond. Saturday night in Indianapolis, the Final Four delivered. In the early game, UConn punched its ticket to the national championship with a 72-62 win over Illinois, popping up constantly around Illinois' defense. Husky center Terrace Reed Jr. had 17 points and 11 rebounds, but it was freshman Braylon Mullins who once again came up clutch, draining a catch-and-shoot 3 with 52 seconds left to put the game away. Mullins finished with 15 points, and the Huskies are now 19-0 in Sweet 16 or later rounds under Dan Hurley, and 1 win away from their 3rd national title in 4 years. Then, after that, the nightcap was supposed to be the big title fight, and it wasn't close. Michigan dismantled Arizona 91-73 in what was supposed to be a close battle of 2 dominant number 1 seeds. Junior center Ade Mara for Michigan was dominant with 26 points and 9 boards, and the Wolverines led by double digits just 5 minutes in and never looked back. The big concern coming out, first-team All-American Yaxel Lenneborg rolled his ankle and sprained his knee, but vowed he will still play in tonight's championship game. UConn and Michigan play in Indianapolis's Lucas Oil Stadium tonight, with tip-off set for 7:50 p.m. on TNT, TBS, truTV, and HBO Max. Well, folks, like I said, this is my last sports segment I'll ever have the pleasure of doing for UCentral Media. It's been a good run, but this is it. So since I won't have the chance later on, I'm going to pick every major sports champion through Super Bowl 61 in 2027. So first up is tonight's national championship between UConn and Michigan. The Wolverines have been so dominant, especially last weekend against Arizona, but UConn has pedigree and the basketball gods on their side. So I think I'm going to have to take the Huskies tonight. Next up is my NBA Finals picks, and I'm going out on a limb here. No 2 teams have looked better in the second half of the season than the Charlotte Hornets and the San Antonio Spurs. LaMelo Ball, Con Knippel, and co. will knock off favorites like the Cavs and Celtics on the way to the finals. But then they're going to meet Wemby and his crew, and the wheels will fall off. I predict Spurs in 6. Now we turn to baseball. This one is my hottest take. The Brewers will slip past the loaded Dodgers in the NLCS. The Guardians will ride great pitching and surprisingly good hitting to their first fall classic since 2016. But Jacob Misiorowski there will be the difference maker, as well as the rest of the Brewers pitchers, as they snag their first ever championship. And I'll admit it, guys, I forgot college football, so we're just going to skip to the Super Bowl. But there's a couple teams I've got my eye on here. The Bears showed glimpses of incredible fire last year, and Caleb Williams has another year of experience under his belt. But they'll run into the Denver Broncos, fresh off signing some help for Bo Nix, and Denver will snag their first Lombardi trophy since Peyton Manning was in the building. So those are my hot takes for sports in the upcoming year. Zach, Abby, you guys are both graduating too. What are your hot takes as we head on out of here?
Well, I don't know about the Denver Broncos, but my Baltimore Ravens are taking the Super Bowl this next year. If it's by the hair on my chinny chin chin, it's going to happen, Phil. Abby?
I can't really think of my own hot take because I'm still on your thinking that the Spurs are going to win instead of the Thunder. That's just absolutely crazy. I'm not even going to say thank you, Phil.